meeting.
Good morning.
Good morning. It's nice, everyone's here. We haven't seen everyone for a while. All right, everyone got the minutes from May? Anyone have any questions on them?
Nope.
I have a motion to approve them. And a second?
I second it.
All right, so moved. And the director's report, you're on.
I'm on. All right, so in May, we had, this is going back a while because obviously town meeting and everything was happening back then, but we did have Wendy Jones, who was our principal assessor, came over to do like kind of question and answer, I guess, back at that time for the town meeting warrant and the articles that were pertaining to abatements and credits for our seniors. I actually think it was a pretty good, I mean, honestly, it was kind of funny. As always, we asked people to sign up and so forth so we can plan accordingly for seating in that. I think
Two people.
Yeah, like 2 people signed up and we ended up probably having like 15 or more that were here in the room that day. So it's what happens, but it was funny because we kept adding more chairs. I'm like, oh, we need more paperwork, but I think it was very informative, and I like the fact that the seniors do come sometimes on these things because a lot of times I feel like, you know, again, people aren't getting involved. So when they come, I think that's great because they're getting information, they're understanding what's going on, and so forth. So I appreciate that Wendy took the time to come over, and our seniors got some good information prior to the town meeting that time. We did a fabulous Kentucky Derby party.
We did.
We had finger sandwiches, potato salad, fried chicken is a thing of the Kentucky Derby. I don't know if everyone knew that. Which everybody loved the fried chicken. They thought it was super special. I got it from Shaw's. And it was delicious, apparently. We did virgin mint juleps. We actually had one of our seniors bring us fresh mint from her yard.
Yep.
Wow.
So it was really good. Like, it smelled so good. Mint juleps, though, was just a lot of sugar. I'm hoping we didn't put anybody into a diabetic issue. It was a lot of sugar. Anyhow, we encouraged everyone to come in derby attire. We gave them prizes for the best dressed man and best dressed woman. We played a previous derby race because it was actually the Friday.
Yeah, it was the Friday
before the derby. So we played a previous one on the thing, and we picked out. Everybody got horses, and we did winners and stuff like that. So that was fun. We also hosted a Mother's Day tea, which I think is always a wonderful time. All the moms come. We had a brunch. We had eggs and sausage and pastries and chicken and broccoli and ziti and desserts. And I just think it's always a good time. I love when all the ladies come. We all chitty chat and stuff. So
we had music by Chris Carter.
Yep, we had music by Chris Carter. That was always good. He plays at a nice little level that's not too loud, but yet it's there. We've had some entertainers at times that sometimes seem a little offended if people are talking. Chris just plays his music quietly, and like I said, I like him.
He's a great addition.
Yep. And we always give out flowers to the moms, so that was fun. Everybody had some flowers when they left. Clear Captions came during May. They are a phone service for people with hearing loss. They offer phones with captions and phones that are louder, and they have ones that can flash to alert you if the phone's ringing. And it's a great opportunity at a reasonable cost. I know one gentleman had come to me looking for a phone. His mom takes out her hearing aids at night and needed something louder and so forth, so they had this louder flashing phone, so he was getting in touch with them, and hopefully they were going to get a phone that was going to work for her. We do our monthly lunch special, so through Old Colony Elder Services, we get once a month a lunch that's a special lunch, which I know it sounds whatever, they get lunches regularly, but this is a little more fancy than the regular lunch, I guess you'd say. So Melissa incorporated it into National Barbecue Day. So
it's always a special day. You just gotta look for it.
They had barbecue chicken, coleslaw, potato salad, watermelon. It was wonderful. And again, it's really good.
Yeah.
Like, I know people, I think, have a tendency to think food coming from things like this is going to be, it's actually really good because we always try it. Delicious. Therapy Guardian had 2 presentations this last month. They did the first women in science, the first one was Women in Science, and they talked about contributions made by women through the years. You know, most people know Marie Curie, but they also talked about others who did not receive the credit and notoriety like they deserved. The second was a tea time tasting and appreciation. So they learned about the history of tea and the different types and how they're made and the caffeine content, and also shared some recipes on that. So that's always fun. Nancy Franks from Frankly Speaking was here again. She is wonderful. She's a previous teacher, I believe, is her previous job, but she's really good. She's really engaging with everybody. I don't know. There's one lady that follows around. She's like a groupie. She did breathtaking. She did breathtaking gardens, which obviously people that are garden enthusiasts came. Some had already been to some of these gardens. I think they're like worldwide gardens she was doing. Some had already been there and so forth. So they had a great time doing that. She was funny because she was not late, but she's usually early. So I was getting a little nervous because she wasn't here. I was like, oh, is she not coming in? I think Melissa was off. And I was like, oh, great. But she was funny because she went over to Restoration. She's like, I just ran in to get a coffee. She's like, she's like, people ordering food and stuff like that. And she's like,
that's not a run-in place.
Oh, no. So she made it, but she was getting nervous that she wasn't going to get here. I said, that always happens when you run in quick. Pop-up art school was here again. Again, she is another one that does a fabulous job as presenting and doing the different things. So they did what was called pointillism, cherry tree painting. So it's a technique where they use dots of different colors to create the impression of flowers and grass. So you're not actually like painting, you're like doing, again, I didn't do it, but it's pretty cool. Like it comes out looking, like a photo, but it's all like with dots and stuff.
Is it plain paper or is it like something that guided?
No, just like a canvas.
So there's no like outline on it?
No.
She uses the TV here, like she has her
Yep.
PowerPoint things, and she uses the TV, and I think she might actually do one.
She does, and then she'll walk around and help them. And
she
but
guides
every single time, whatever they make,
it's so impressive.
it always looks like what it's supposed to. I'm like, how does everybody make it look like it's supposed? She's just super good at teaching and.
I just love her, man. She's very soft spoken. She's just got a great way about her, and she interacts great with everyone. And again, she says she loves coming here, which I hope she does. But like I said, she's just really certain ones. What we've learned from our time of doing this. Like I said, some you're like, oh gosh, we'll never have them again. And certain ones, they're just so good at what they're doing. So
and some of them tell us, oh, I'm not coming back.
Yeah. We had one drop us.
I was like, oh,
not because we were bad, just because they didn't feel it was worth their time, apparently. Anyhow, so that was all going on. That was what happened in May. We've been having an issue with our refrigerator in the kitchen, where the water has happened twice. The water stops working. So the first time the water stopped working, but then the next day it started working. And it stopped working again, and it went 3 days.
Yep.
But we've turned down, and I don't know how the settings ever got on what they were on. We got that new fridge in 2020. And I don't know how it came to be, but anyhow, the settings were, and at the time someone was like, well, turn it down, so we did. But according to a refrigerator person we know, they said to put it down to like 3 on both, and that's what we did, and knock on plastic. We haven't had an issue yet, so I'm hoping that solves the problem. I don't know why. And they were making it sound like it was too cold and freezing somewhere.
So the water can come through? Makes sense.
Yeah. So anyhow, we were having an issue, but luckily we have not had to expend any money on it. And it seems to be working currently. Buses in May, we were good, no issues. Trips, we went to South Shore Plaza, we went to Market Basket in West Bridgewater, Castle Island. I think we
did not go.
Yeah, we were supposed to go to that, and 2 months in a row, Castle Island has been a washout. Every time we pick the day, it rains. Yeah, it's kind of a bummer because that's a trip everybody loves. I think everybody in the South Shore is from like Dorchester, South originally. At least it feels that way.
It's been on Thursdays both times that we had to cancel, so we're trying a Wednesday next week.
We're gonna outsmart the weather.
I go to my office every Thursday and it downpours.
Yeah.
Well, that's the Castle Island day.
It's like I'm getting soaked going to the office. So
Well, this is our
Wednesday.
Our smart logic is we'll switch the day, and somehow this is going to work better. We'll see what next month brings. We usually do it monthly through the summer because, again, it's popular. Lots of people want to go, and yet we've had a problem 2 months in a row. They also went to the Dollar Tree, the Tractor Supply Store, the Sandwich Glass Museum, Walmart and Raynham, the Bourne National Cemetery, Kohl's, Big Lots, and the Rentham outlets. So that's everything that went
Do you
on.
want to make mention about Bourne?
Yeah.
Oh yes, I do.
Yes.
Sorry, thank you for reminding me. So Bourne, the McKinnons reached out to me wanting to sponsor that trip. Now, we don't charge, we charge for people to ride the bus. We don't charge when we go to the Bourne National Cemetery ever, because we just want people to be able to go see their loved ones. Anyhow, he reached out about sponsoring it, so I had suggested to him that, I said, if you'd like to donate towards the lunch, I said they go to the cemetery, then they go to lunch. So Tim from McKinnon donated $150 to them. And they went to the Fireside Grill and had a lovely lunch on the way home. And there was like some kind of special that they could all get like a full meal that was all covered by his donation. So thank you to McKinnon's for that donation for our seniors. It was wonderful. So yes, thank you, Melissa.
Yeah.
That was a good trip. They were super excited when they came back. Okay, that's all I got on that.
All right, any questions? Okay, have a motion to approve the director's report? A second? Second. All right, so moved. And we all got the financials. Everything kind of, what are you saying? Any questions?
Salaries and what we did, the cost of
Well, they'll
paying.
change as of July 1st, like all the changes in it.
Yes, July 1st, everything's
So this is
the same. Yeah, we're coming to the end on everybody's lines, and then we'll start fresh in July.
So a motion to approve the financials? And a second? Second. All right, so moved. Do we have any committee reports?
I don't have anything new on that. Nothing. We're done with self-help. Well, we're done with fuel systems and all that stuff, so on and so forth. Under new business, I want to bring up July 5th is Friday. There will be no congregate meal that day. Old Colony will not have a congregate meal here on July 5th. Meals on Wheels will not be delivering on July 5th. So they'll get 3 meals delivered July 3rd. That's Wednesday, because we'll be closed on the 4th. So again, our biggest amount of people on July 5th is our lunch people. We'll have no lunches, and we'll have, again, the meals will have already gone out for everyone that gets a meal, so no one will be getting a meal due to the holidays. So I don't know. Yeah, yep, I'm thinking we have, and we're only open 4 hours on that day anyways. We're only open 8 to 12. So,
Motion?
and
Do it.
Well,
No, you make the motion.
I'll make
a motion.
to close.
Second.
All right. So you close on Friday, right? Keep stay with it.
okay,
All right.
sounds good.
Enjoy your weekend.
Thank you. The date of the next. Well, the other thing I was going to bring up to you guys, I wrote this on mine, but so a lot of boards I know for years I did the planning board for I don't even know how many years I did it, like 20 years. Was it 20 years? Yeah, like right?
I think so.
I did it from 2002 until
2020.
2020, so 18 years. So they would have usually go to a summer schedule every summer. So totally, I'm not telling you guys what to do. You can do what you want, but if you guys would like, we could not meet in July or August unless necessary. If something came up, then obviously then we would need to meet.
Let us know.
Yeah, but if there's nothing going on, then we could say that our next meeting will be September 11th, and that gives you July and August
Okay.
to not have to worry about coming to a meeting.
I'm fine with that.
And if something comes up, I will be in touch, and then we'll have to meet.
Let us call it time.
Okay,
All right.
so the next meeting that I have is Wednesday, September 11th at 9 a.m.
Sounds good. Anybody have any other questions, comments? All right. Motion to adjourn.
I make motion.
In a second.
Second.